for many years, and they just make the best music in the world. Please welcome, as Mountain Apple proudly presents, Naleo! Angela! Nalani! Lehua! Hi, ladies. It's kissing time. How are you, babes? Hi, Lehua. And they're getting on stage right now. You're matching this morning. This is very nice.
We like to match.
You have they all have, for you folks who are not watching on the internet all over the planet, they are wearing black slacks and matching Hawaiian print green things on their top.
Hawaiian print green.
They're mamos.
Those are mamos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. You look great. How's everything, guys?
Good.
Yeah?
Really good.
Yeah, how are you guys?
And okay, you guys are 30 years. We don't have more than that. We're actually
We were making you older than you are.
we're actually one behind you because
really? Okay.
Brown Bags has started in 1984.
Oh, it's 84. We started in 83, and you had Local Boys in 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we wrote for both of you. You know that, right?
Of course. Yeah,
Of course.
Because you did have darker hair at one point.
They had hair at one point.
I'll tell you, Wayne's got some real Farring Price stories.
We've been doing this together for a long, long time. Oceanic Time Warner Cable, and our sponsors. You got to mention our sponsors. First of all, this is the Oceanic.
Hawaiian Water.
This is UA.
The Mountain Apple Company and Oceanic Time Warner Cable.
They all bring this to you. Why don't we just get started? Because you guys are kind of good at singing. And luckily we have a full orchestra, as you can see behind you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Naleo!
Sweetie shaking her uli uli. The feathers are everywhere. Flying. Awe, awe, tahauala, awe, awe, tahauala, awe, awe, tahauala, awe, 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 tahuaila, awe, tahuai, tahuai, tahuai,
The Hawaiian War Chant.
Yes. We don't even want to talk about what Perry and Price were doing during that solo part.
Let Kim Jong-un hear that. He still wants to attack. You guys, this is the brand new album, by the way. It's called Romantic Waikiki. This is on that album. What a great idea.
It just so happens you can buy it right here. Before you get out.
Yeah.
You can buy it right up.
Yeah, you know, this CD is a little different from things that we've done in the past, but after you've done 20-something CDs or whatever in your career, you kind of want to do something a little different. And Hawaiian War Chant was actually something that Auntie Ivalani Seu asked us to record because it was 2009. There were 1,000 hula dancers from Hawaii in the Macy's Day Parade to celebrate the 50th anniversary of statehood. Yeah. And so we tried to do a version of this song that would kind of pay tribute to 1959 and that kind of big band sound, jazzy kind of harmonies that were going on in Waikiki at the time, and that people were really excited about Hawaii, like this this kind of fresh kind of music coming out. And so that's why we recorded Hawaiian War Chant, and that's sort of what started the idea of the whole CD.
Very good. And the CD, once again, is available. As you leave, you'll be required to buy one. You folks here in the Oceanic VIP Music Hall.
They have families.
Yes. They have to provide rubber slippers for a lot of people. We're coming right back with more Naleo from the Oceanic VIP Music Hall on KSSK. They love you. Okay, we'll do this left to right.
What a surprise.
Hi, everybody. Such a polite, quiet audience.
That's how I started off this morning. Very polite. So these are all winners, right?
I'm a community donation.
How did everybody win on the internet?
Yes.
KSSKradio.com. There's some way to go on there and you just click, right? And then what we picked from a certain number of people. Is that how it works? Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Dale Megawatt Machado, our engineer. They actually applauded for Dale, isn't that great?
Rarely do I get that.
Okay, a little biographical.
Victor's West can help you make this Mother's Day wonderful.
Start with Lee. Anybody have a question for a specific Naleoer? Nalayette? Oh, now look what you've done.
Baby wanted to go first.
They know how to handle it. They've gone through this.
Yeah. You've handled hecklers in the audience before, right?
Usually we put babies to sleep, though. I don't know.
Okay. Live from the Oceanic VIP Music Hall, down the hall from KSSK. We have 40 or 50 people here with staff and Perry on the left.
Price on the right.
And Leo is on stage. A little biographical information because this is a chance to get up close and personal with these people. Lehua, you're all Kamehameha grads.
Yes, we are.
What'd you do after Kamehameha?
Well, I went to the University of Hawaii at Hilo for a while and got my degree there. Naleni had gone up to Colorado for her business degree. Angie moved to Waianae and started having a family way early. She didn't warn us about that, what that was going to be like, you know. So we had ours progressively. She had her family, then Naleni had hers, and then I had mine last. So we all went to school and had kids, basically.
Yeah, that's it. What do you do in your, well, okay, you don't have spare time. You have how many? 2 sons and a daughter.
I do, yeah. 2 sons and a daughter, yes.
So what do you do in your whatever spare time you have?
I don't have spare time, but when I do, I like to go to the beach. I like to stand up paddleboard, and that's one of my passions, and paddle canoe and listen to Perry and Price all the time.
That was the correct answer.
Thank you.
Bingo! You have won an album. We have questions here. Yes, ma'am. Name and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Denise from Kaneohe. Are any of you grandmothers?
I am, yes. And I love it. I love it. Being a tutu is so different. It's just, you know, I used to watch grandparents with their grandchildren and go, poor thing. You know, they finish all that. How come they still taking care of kids, right? That's what I used to say. Not anymore. If I don't see him after a couple days, I'm like, can you come over and play with tutu? And I just love it. And my kids are funny too because, oh, you never give that to us when we were young. I'm like, and what's your point?
It's a second chance. Plus, you get to hand them back.
Yeah.
That's the good.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like though.
It's on your
Yeah.
terms.
Yeah, it is on my terms.
That's Angela, by the way, you folks listening on the radio.
Matter of fact, I gotta tell you something funny. We went to Denny's to eat, and he had the breakfast, the little pancakes and stuff. And he looked at it and he goes, I don't know how to spread my butter and cut. And my son goes, today's a good day to learn. And he's like, I don't know how. And I'm like reaching over, and my son tells me, don't do it, Mom. Don't. I did it.
When have you ever listened to your kids, right? This is the new album, Romantic Waikiki from Naleo. And would you like to hear one more song from it? Here we go.
We're gonna bring our hula dancer up for this one. It's called Strolling on the Beach at Waikiki.
Soothe your soul, strolling on the beach at Waikiki. Waikiki, ooh, strolling on the beach at Waikiki. Brown Hawaiian maidens greet you with a smile. Places you can go, only one will soothe your soul, strolling on the beach at Waikiki. You can go, only one will soothe your soul, strolling on the beach at Waikiki. Waikiki, ooh, strolling on the beach at Waikiki. Waikiki.
Naleo in Romantic Waikiki. Back on KSSK after this.
Are you interested in welding? Do you want to learn about the latest and greatest in welding equipment and technology? Welding Open House on Friday, April 12th from 1 to 5 p.m. and Saturday, April 13th, 8 a.m.
Got one more there?
At the Honolulu branch located at 2305 Kamehameha Highway in Kalini. This event will offer live demonstrations in welding, cutting, and brazing through the industry's top manufacturers, Naleo Electric, Hypotherm.
If anybody has an extra question, just get Sweetie's attention. Okay, we might have time for 4 questions.
It's a good question. You might win an album.
And you won't have to buy one.
It's not a good album. You get absolutely nothing.
pressure.
Or you can ask us a question about them.
Oh, good. Okay. You're next for, Nalani's next for biographical information. So then we'll bring that up.
It's too big.
So now you know what we do during commercials. Nothing. That, of course, is the essential Bruce, who blows his bugle to summon you to American Carpet One. It's the spring carpet sale they're having. Huge savings on the newest new carpet. Amazing. In stock now for as low as 9 cents a square foot. Go to AmericanCarpetOne.com.
We happened to watch that Kai'olani movie. And my son's watching it, and we see him, and my son goes, "Hey, that's somebody, yeah?" Mom, who's that? And I said, "You know, Perry and Price." He goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And that was it.
Pretty fascinating story. That's kind of like my life. That was
From movie to movie to movie.
yes. That was the Princess Kai'olani. That was the reporter. I played the part of a reporter. Yeah. They put makeup on me that made me look 10 years older. Except now I actually look like that. Pretty amazing.
HR solutions for all Hawaii business. ProService.com.
We want to thank our sponsors, Oceanic, Time Warner Cable, Ua Deep Sea Hawaiian Water, and the Mountain Apple Company.
Yeah, they.
We just ate a mountain apple the other day.
You did?
Thinking about it. Well,
Where'd you find him?
well, the guy from Hawaii, our surf dude guy, brought him.
Earl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He got mountain apples for us, actual mountain apples. Romantic Waikiki is the name of the Naleo album. Naleo's with us in the Oceanic VIP music called Nalani, This Is Your Life. You graduated from Kamehameha, then what?
Well, right at our end of our senior year is when the whole local boys brown bags thing was happening. So I had to beg my mom to let me stay home because I was supposed to go off to the mainland and go to college. And so we had a lot of very heated discussions about me throwing my life away. These guys are laughing because, you know, we've been friends for so long. They were in the living room when we were.
So we're in the room, and we hear the discussion, and then it gets louder and louder and louder. And once we heard Nalani, like the bulldog she is, me and Lehua went,
We're going to the
out.
beach. Have fun.
So anyway, I stayed home. I went to UH for the first couple years so that we could, kind of be together and do our thing. Then I went off to the University of Denver, got my degree, came back and started working for Bank of Hawaii. Did that for a while, and then we got back into music again.
That's right. You worked at the which branch? You were at one branch.
I started off in commercial lending. I was downtown for like 3 or 4 years, and then I ended up my last few years. I was the branch manager for Haleiwa and Wailua branches out in the country.
That's where she got used to counting money.
Which is what you do for
Other
the
people's money when
Yeah.
you're a banker.
It's what you do for the group now. You're the sort of business manager for them. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and did we read something where you have some new position somewhere or something like that?
Oh yeah. So in addition to all of our Naleo stuff, which we're all still doing, but we all like to do different things, and so I am now working at Communications Pacific, which is a PR marketing communications company. So I'm downtown. When you're walking down on Nimitz, just wave at the window. I'll wave back. You won't see me, but I'll wave back.
You'll be there. You all had some input into the album, obviously.
Yeah, I wanted to share with you a little story about the song that we just did, Strolling on the Beach at Waikiki. We were talking about the 50th anniversary of statehood. It was 2009, and the actual date is August 21st. Well, on August 21st, we had just landed in Osaka. And we were doing a tour of Japan. I think we had 10 shows in a week that we were doing. And any of you ever fly to Japan, you know, because of the time difference, you get in, and usually it's kind of early in Japan, but you're really wiped out. And so I remember going to sleep early, but getting up at like 3 in the morning, couldn't sleep. So I decided I'm going to restring my guitar at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I restring my guitar, and I'm sitting there, and I realize, oh, today's the 50th anniversary. And here we are, Hawaiian musicians, halfway across the world. Instead of singing in Waikiki, we find ourselves in Osaka. And what has changed over 50 years? And I'm thinking about how, you know, we were at war with Japan, and now we're friends, and they love us. And it's just, it felt really surreal. And so I began to think about what people love about Hawaii and Waikiki, and that's how that song Strolling on the Beach came out, because I thought, you know, we take it for granted. We don't go to Waikiki. A lot of us avoid Waikiki like the plague, you know, because of traffic and whatever else. But people flock from all over the world just to get a chance to dip their toe in the ocean over there. And they just adore the place that we live. And I think it would be nice if we all kind of got back to that.
So you wrote the song Strolling on the Beach in Waikiki in Osaka?
In Osaka, in a hotel room at 3 o'clock in the morning.
With a restrung guitar. That's very nice. We have questions, of course. Yes, sir. Name and where you're from.
I'm Ron from Manawili in Kailua. And the question is, what song that you wrote are you most proud of?
Oh,
that's a good question.
Anybody want to go? Okay, well, I guess it's hard. It's like saying which one of your babies are you the most proud of, right? But I'll give you a fast answer so everybody can jump in. Maybe for me, Local Boys, and only because it was such a whimsical, kind of silly song. But you don't know how many local boys have come up to me over the years and just said, "Oh, thanks for writing about us, that's sister." You know, and they really took it as like an anthem for local boys. I never knew. So
before that, no respect, right?
Yeah.
Very good. You guys want one more song from the album, Romantic Waikiki? Naleo!
This song speaks about a beautiful hotel on Waikiki Beach, and this was written especially for the grand opening. Uluwehiwehi oe ka uikela e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Ahe nani la ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino. Uluwehiwehi oe ka uikela e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Ahe nani la ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino.
What year was that, Lewa?
I forget.
Kamo en na vela veka moi ka uala, he pakika he pahe e mai ka ine. Ahe nani la ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino.
Kapaia ma pala o ma ola, he pipi o ma oe, ke anue nue ahe nani la, ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino. O ka onea ke kai ka puku onela, me ke alali poa e moani nei, ahe nani la, ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino. He o e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel, ko inoa hano hano I ala, ahe nani la, ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino.
Oh, sassy, I knew.
E o e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel, ko inoa hano hano I ala, ahe nani la, ke hulali nei, ahe nani maolino.
Naleo! Romantic Waikiki. We'll be back. (1927). Just
1927.
You Google that while we were singing.
No, we were there.
Chipping at the stones, calling it over.
Well, what's the guy? Bill Tapia was there.
Wow, yeah, he would.
Remember?
Yeah.
He just passed away. What, last year?
That's amazing.
He was there for the opening. He played. He was already an adult singing musician. Played at the opening.
Now, how much did that cost again? To build? Wasn't it like
Gosh, she asked me all the hard
millions?
questions. What year? How much? I don't know.
Like she's a historian
your
or something.
job?
That was your job to research that song.
I'm sure it was like, $1 million or something really cheap comparatively.
Comparatively. No, but it just goes to show how, I mean, that's almost 100 years ago that hotel was built. I mean, getting there at least, and how Waikiki, what it must have looked like in 1927.
Mad Men. Anybody see the Mad Men episode? I haven't seen it yet, but Mad Men shot on Waikiki Beach, and of course that show's based in the 60s. So did they make it look pretty good? Did they make it look 60-ish? Pretty good? Can't tell who's talking. Is that you?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so you bought they must have just shot the Royal Hawaiian.
There was an article in the Star Advertiser about it, and they blocked off and they had their luau and they wore their suits just like they did in the 50s.
Yeah?
Oh, neat.
Very cool. And in the 60s, it was already 30, almost 40 years old. Okay, we'll have time. I think we'll have time for 5. Great. One more question. But first, Angela will be on the witness stand.
Watch what you ask now.
Hey, it's nosy. We just want
I wouldn't take that threat lightly if I were.
We covered the Chihuahua on the freeway. Poor little doggy. In case you were wondering why the traffic was messed up and you didn't hear, there was a dog running around Liliha. Liliha
But it was okay? Yeah, I ended up getting it.
Yeah, he's fine.
We got all kind of problems. The prison guards couldn't catch the escape convict.
Yeah.
The policeman can't catch the dog. I mean,
Exciting.
Here we are in the Oceanic VIP Music Hall, Michael W. Perry.
and Larry Price.
With Naleo. We want to thank our great sponsors for this, as always.
Yeah, Oceanic Time Warner Cable, UA Deep Sea Hawaii Water, and the Mountain Apple Company.
And Naleo has a brand new album, Romantic Waikiki. It's available anywhere that you could imagine buying some sort of CD or an MP3 or anything like that. And now, biographically, it's Angela's turn. Once again, she graduated from Kamehameha with the rest of these ladies. And then what?
Love, love, love. Dun, 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 dun.
Curiosity got the best of her.
Yeah. I love being barefoot.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I fell in love really right after high school. Got married, had 3 children, and my daughter Sasha, my middle child, just turned 25 yesterday.
Wow.
So yeah.
I still have that picture on my desk.
Yeah. And then I actually, my youngest one is 12. Kaimana,
Really?
he's my bodyguard today, but since we're in here with all of you, he's sleeping in the green room.
Okay.
Yeah, taking a nap. And then my son Solomon, my oldest, blessed me with a grandson, Kamoi. So it's pretty much just all about family for me.
Very good. It always has been. Or, wait a minute, you like performing arts. You're even into that thing out in Kapolei now.
Yeah, my kids all went to Kapolei High School, and my daughters were in Performing Arts Center of Kapolei. I got kind of cahootsed into it, and now I'm the vocal director there. So I like that. I like, working with the kids, and actually right now it's funny because we're teaching them songs from, like I'm teaching them Aquarius and Let the Sun Shine. And they're like, what's this about? I said, you don't need to know what it's about. Just sing. Right?
Teaching them how to be hippies.
Right. Yeah, and they actually like it, And then we're going to teach the girls, these boots are made for walking, and we're going to teach the boys walk like a man, kind of mesh the two together. right?
Ooh.
Here's my theater friends over here. They're like, that's gonna be good.
Oh, that's good. Is that for a performance coming up?
No, we're just practicing. We're
Oh,
working on. Actually, we do have one, but it's in May. It's the book fair, the one down at the Honolulu Arts. Hale, yeah, it'll be over there. We'll be there.
Great.
I think it's May 19th or something like that.
Walk like a man. These boots are made for walking. Here's a man who's. What's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Patrick. I'm from the Wailea area. I was interested in finding out what inspired you to write an album about Waikiki.
Oh, that's you. Oh.
They haven't changed at all in 30 years, have they?
Pass the buck. Really, it's our love for Hawaii and our love for everything about these islands, and we travel a lot. We go all over the mainland U.S. and Japan, and even in Hawaii, we meet a lot of local people and tourists, and I think a lot of our music has helped people that are homesick, like I Miss You, My Hawaii, or songs like that. We just know that people are really touched by Hawaii in different ways. And so we've done some of the ballads and the softer kind of stuff. And this was more of a fun, sort of nostalgic throwback of memories, hopefully for people that lived at that time, or that might have aunties or uncles or parents or grandparents who can tell them stories about that time. I'm hoping that it'll evoke just memories and conversation and good family bonding. And
the fact that you sing this 3-part harmony so perfectly is a throwback, really, to Andrew's Sisters and some of those great groups that actually started all that happening back in the 40s and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we definitely are very blessed to be able to. We've known each other for so long. Nalani and I met in the 1st grade, and then Lehua came from Hilo in the 7th grade. And not until, though, our sophomore year did we actually start singing together. But because of our education and choral background at Kamehameha schools, that kind of started us off. And then we kind of veered off and did, like Stray Cat Strut. And, we even did, what was the Peter Moon song?
Oh, Cane Fire.
Cane Fire and stuff. We just kind of went off on our own little way. And then I think just with life and everything, it's brought us back here. So
the album,
full circle.
Here we are, full circling into Romantic Waikiki, which is the title of the album, which is available here, by the way.
Yes, you can buy it here before you get out of the place. I might say that a different way. You can't get out if you don't buy it. Actually, Angela was the first real big star that I met when I got in the radio business.
Really?
How cute.
Yeah, she did. I'm serious.
Really?
Because, I came from a football background, teaching background, and I was living at the Royal Hawaiian in the basement.
He was?
In fact, I was. I was in charge of the hotels at night, like a security officer. And she told me this story about her mother. Because when I went into the radio business, I didn't know anything about the radio business. There are those that will tell you that I still don't know anything about it. But no, this is true. I mean, I'm strictly educator-oriented. And she told me this story. Cracked me up. Do you remember the story?
Yeah, my mom actually was away from Hawaii for a very long time. And when she came back here, we went to the Perry and Price show. You were at the top of a hotel. And she said, "Isn't that Lucky Luck right there? That looks just like it." And I went, "Who's that?" But yeah.
She comes up to me after the show and she goes, "Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah, what's the question?" "Is your first name really Lucky?" I said, "No, it's Larry, ma'am." "No, you see, I know it wasn't Lucky." But that's the first recognition I had as someone on the radio. Up to then, it had been Coach Price, Coach Price, Coach Price.
Oh, believe me, we've been recognized as
all kinds of
all
things.
kinds of people.
Yeah, I know.
All kinds.
But that was the first time I met with her mother. It was really funny.
Perry on the left and Lucky Luck on the right. That sounds good. That answer your question pretty well over there?
It did. Thank you.
Okay, just checking. Okay, more from the album because you're on stage. We have our full orchestra here. Naleo.
We're going to bring up our beautiful dancer again, Kalia, to do a song called Maile Swing.
This song by Johnny Almeida goes back to that jazz era in Waikiki at the time.
Sweet and lovely Keonona o Kamaile. Ho'oi po ke ala hohe no shui ka pilipoli. Nanea e valea e loa nai ka uai laila. Miki oi ke ki ina hei ko puwai ka palili. Nani ua ko kaini ai hoa pili mau e no ko i ke aloha e no velo e uleo he hene vai olu aloko hei hei haina ka puana ke ona ona o ka maile ano ai ka pili na ele a e au me kulei nani ua ko kaini ai hoa pili mau i no ko i ke aloha e no velo e leo he hene vai olu aloko hei hei sweet and lovely ke ona ona o ka maile ho oi po ke ala ho he no shua i ka pilipoli nane e vale ala wana i ka ua i laila Miki oi ke ki ina hei ko puwai ka palili nani ua ko ka ini a hoa pili mau o i no ko i ke aloha e no velo e uleo he hene vai olu aloko hei hei haina ka puana ke ona ona o ka maile ano ai ka pili na ele ia e au me kulei ano ai ka pili na ele ia e au me kulei ano ai ka pili na ele ia e au me kulei
That's something jazzy for you from the era with our very own, a real Miss Waikiki, Kalia.
Gotta see this on the internet. Romantic Waikiki with Naleo. We'll be right back.
For Mother's Day.
We got one more, right? One more? Great.
I normally don't drink that song unless I have spirits, but it's too early, right? It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Hawaiian water, though. We had Bill Cosby in here 2 weeks ago. Really? 2 weeks ago? Cosby was here, right? And he just went off on Hawaiian deep. Says, why is that special? Why is that special? And then he started making fun of Ticketmaster.com, right?
He cost us 3 or 4 sponsors.
Yeah, he just
30 minutes show.
He just zapped all of our sponsors. Actually, he mentioned so much that wants him as their spokesman now.
Can they make a kava flavor?
Kava? Whoa! Why not?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Or halpia, or
Halpia.
I mean, now the chips are going. What? Chicken and waffles, and what is the Filipino sriracha and all that. We can have flavored water.
If we got bacon ice cream, we can do anything you want.
Yeah, I had that at Denny's.
And?
It's good. It's sweet and salty, but it's like bacon.
Pieces of it in the ice cream?
It's like big pieces, though. It's not like
ice cream with bacon.
Bacon.
I never heard of
They
that.
make bacon cheesecake at Real Gastropub. That's really good.
See, I don't get out on that enough.
We have no social life. We know nothing. What's going on out there? So one more. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who actually created the Oceanic VIP Music Hall. This is our general manager, vice president, and emperor, Chuck Cotton. This used to be a storage. Used to be a storage room, right?
Maybe.
So what?
Drywall.
Yeah.
So we cut it up and put it on the walls.
If those two employees hadn't been caught sleeping in here, it still would be a...
That's right. Is the streaming video working today? Coop?
It's just that the monitor's not working.
Oh, okay.
DJ Night at Winners.
Oh, you got to.
Coming back.
Okay.
I got one too. I want to thank Oceanic Time Warner Cable and the UA Deep Water, Hawaiian Water, and the Mountain Apple Company.
Yeah, and this is all about Naleo and the brand new album, which we love already. We've only heard 4 songs from it. Romantic Waikiki, throwback album, just to have fun with the way Waikiki used to be. Questions? Sweetie's over there with a question with somebody. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Jerry from Wailai. My question is, your voices are so beautiful. Did you ever have personal, let's say, private lessons or coaching after you became popular?
No, we never had it even before we became popular. That is a good idea, though. We should probably do that, but haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah.
Truth is, they all sang in the voice competition. They all were in with a senior class, right?
Well, we didn't win our senior year.
No, I know. I wasn't going to bring that. I wasn't going to bring that up. But they all sang in the Kamehameha Song Contest. That's where they actually started.
Yeah, our actual voice lessons is yelling at our kids.
No, but I think on a serious note, though, I think what we learned, though, in singing, we learned a lot at Kamehameha and in Concert Glee Club. And I think that we learned to listen to each other when we sing. And listening and blending is what harmony is all about. And so it wasn't so much like building up this great, huge voice, which I know there's a lot of great Hawaiian singers that have this just remarkable voice. For us, it was about how do we sound like one voice in 3 people. And so that's really what I think we took away from our training at Kamehameha schools.
If the DOE had any originality in their thinking, that's the one thing that I think they should do. Every school should have a Kamehameha contest.
Oh, that's a great
Like
idea. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Kahuku? Kahuku has a
They tried, but
contest
it's
as well.
not. It hasn't caught on.
Yeah.
Roosevelt
Hanakuli-
used to have
Hanakuli
one,
too.
and then they lost the choir director, and nobody else wanted to do it.
It was a great experience. And Angie, by the way, was our song leader. Was that senior year, junior year?
Senior year.
We don't
Senior
want,
year.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't
Oh,
want to talk about it.
I mean, look how the Merry Monarch has taken off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had like over 20,000 people over there.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, the people love it.
More?
I mean, when we were in school, we had a spring festival, remember? And then
Yeah.
we'd be at Kikohopio and all these different
We should
schools would
really
come.
do that in every school.
Right.
Yeah, we hear you. We're behind you, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Go.
vote for you.
Go.
Just tell them.
Go be
Just tell them.
chairman of the
Lucky
DOE.
said.
Yeah.
Lucky say.
Lucky Luck would like your vote. More questions from really nosy people over here in the corner.
Hi, such a treat to see you all here.
Who are you? Where are you from?
Yvonne, originally from IAEA, and I just wanted to know if the girls recognize this. Because I'm hoping you'll sign it.
Were you in? Were you in
I
it?
was.
Why? What school were you?
IAEA.
Is that the Brown Bags to Stardom booklet?
Yeah.
That's
the
the
second time I got to be on stage with you was today.
Oh,
So the
you're
first
so
time was
sweet. YY is part of the theater community here in Hawaii, and she was actually in The King and I at Diamond Head Theater. And my son was one of the royal princes.
Oh yeah.
And she was one of the dancers and moms and everything. It was so much fun.
So she has the booklet from 1984
I'm
Brown
hoping
Bags
you'll
to
sign
Stardom.
it. I have it right on your page.
There's so many of us in there.
When we were
We'll definitely sign it. It might turn to dust as we sign.
Weldon Kiko'oha is in there because he competed that year. And
Mana'o Company, what became Mana'o Company was in
and,
that.
Tia Carrere is in there.
That was Tia's year.
That was her year too, yeah.
Glenn Medeiros was there.
A whole bunch of us.
Look at you,
Capena.
You're so cute.
We were all cute.
Okay, I think you'll get that sign. And you know what? Here, you get an actual free album,
Nice.
Naleo's Romantic Waikiki from Perry
For
and Price.
keeping old stuff lying around your house. You get it.
Isn't that great? Everything's
She can
valuable.
only say that because she has all of our scrapbooks at her house.
How about one more from Naleo. Romantic Waikiki and our three favorite ladies.
We're going to leave you with a song that really is just timeless and traditional and something that all Hawaiians sing when we get together. And it's, I'm sure, very familiar to you. It's Hawaii Aloha. And the reason that we wanted to record this was just as a kind of a summary of the album. You know, we just felt that Waikiki and the history and the nostalgia, you know, it really comes down to aloha, the aloha spirit of the people. And it's not even just about a place, but it's about that spirit and keeping that spirit alive. And so we concluded the CD with this song, Hawaii Aloha.
Amazing Naleo. Hey, the album is Romantic Waikiki. It's Perry on the left.
Bryce on the right.